Well, hello there, everyone. Let's continue Aether Iron, shall we? Let's see here. Oh yeah, we have a few levels to go through. Now our quests right now, we have the main quest here. We need to travel to the yacht. To attend Marn's investor party. There's someone there we need to work with. And yeah, here's Mr. Soap. He's a real slippery guy, I guess, having that nickname. And he's the one organizing the celebrations, the party for Marn's birthday. I think this quest to get to the job is to talk to the architect, right? To gain the plans to the building with the vault. But anyway, I think we have some things to talk to Sophie about, so and I wanna check up on that. So let's get back to the hole. Just for a moment. Let's see here. No, that's the wrong place. Yeah, let's have a chat with Sophie.
Hello again.
Yeah, I thought so. Ask about the hippodrome race.
They ever catch who bombed the hippodrome?
Not yet, no. The papers will tell you the investigation is ongoing, but we've discovered evidence that our villains fled to a neighboring island.
Giving Marm more support to expand further, I take it.
Yes, believe me, I am aware. And once we put a stop to that, I intend to have a long conversation with her. Ah.
Okay, let's have a quick checkup on everyone, see if they have something new to talk about.
Yes? Goodbye for now.
Nope.
There you are. Do
Nope.
Vigenia.
Back already, huh? Both hands up.
I don't think they will, but
Need something?
since
See ya.
we are here.
Clear sky.
Ah, Miss Randazzo. Take care.
Okay. So I just wanted to check up on that. Let's see if Melly has invented something else. Something new. Nope, you have not.
Yes? Come back soon.
Okay. We also gained a new armor slot. I want to see, did we get a new car from the race? Yeah, we did. Hippodrome Racer. How are you looking? You might actually be better than the car that Sophie is using at the moment. Yeah, I think so. Let's have a look. See, first of all, I am gonna switch out that car. We will not be using that for Gia. So we will, we will not be driving you around. Could I get back to the Prison transport, please. Yes. There we go. So, Sophie's car. If we compare these, you are driving the Cooper. It looks very nice aesthetically, but you have 18 AP and you are using a Yeah, I will just do this to see here. We will remove the armor and efficient steering wheel there, just for a second. Why? Wait, what's going on here? Yeah? Oh. Okay, so it must have repulsor then. What part is the car missing? Okay. So. Let's see what wheel we are gonna switch into here. So, let's see now. So, this car is sitting on 13 AP. It has 21 health. It has 10 weight. Pistol and grappling. So, 10 weight, 13 action points, and 21 health. Sophie's car. AP 17. Okay, so I still think that this car is better. Yeah? Okay. Okay. Let's see here. We gained a new armor plate as a reward during the last mission. And where did that end up? Oh yeah, here. So let's see if we can switch this up. Yeah, you can take some more weight still. No, only one. Okay, so we can't use that on your car, Gia. Where is Lucas' car? Over here. So, yeah, you can. Yes, we can switch in some more armor for you. Why? Why can't we equip this? There we go, it just took hell of a while. Yeah, I think this is fine. Okay, let's go into some level ups. So, for Gia, we will be going into Smooth Talker because of the dialogue options and so on. That's her like main talent, although it doesn't really give much in terms of the combat utilities. As for Luca, I think that improved counter ram is a bit more important than improved taunt, because taunting enemies, it sure is useful, but here the counter taunt will last for one entire round, so it won't go away right after an enemy tries to ram him. It will last for, yeah, so we will do that. So we will go into Enforcer with Luca. There we go, buddy. And as for Sophie, we will be going further into Phantom. Yep. Yes. There we go. And let's add some things to stash. We can sell that off and that off. Yeah, let's get rid of a few things here. I'm not sure what we want to sell and so on for now. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. That racer car might be better. When we switch in the new engine, it's sitting at 1 more AP. than Sophie's car. And it got a bit more weight, so you can use a bit heavier things. But I still, yeah, I'm just not sure. This will be fine.
Look what the cat dragged in. See you soon.
Okay, you have nothing else to add. Let's get to Tiana and sell some things.
Zdravo.
Let's sell this. Let's sell this. Yeah. We're sitting on 548. I think if we sold everything, we would have
Just got a new
about,
shipment in. Happy hunting.
about $1,000 or so. But I think we are happy as it stands right now. So let's get back on the road. On the road again. Da 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 da. So what do we want to tackle today? We got a bunch of safe houses. That's fine. I think we might want to tackle the yacht situation, yeah? Let's go and do that. Let's try and get a hold of those building blueprints.
The yacht is a declaration of wealth and power as subtle as a boot to the throat. It's a world I have no business setting foot into, but I'm going to do it anyway.
Let's just take a stroll over here, shall we?
Sophie plucks at my elbow and guides me to a section of the deck that has been roped off previously. It's as private there as it's going to get, concealed in deep shadow. Sophie fishes a leather valise out from the shadows. She dutifully stands in front of me, blocking the leers of any looky-loos before handing me my new skin.
Your gown, Cinderella?
Sophie's picked out something elegant that's also businesslike. Putting it on is like entering a world of privilege I've never known. I can feel my face flush as I change, even in this private corner. So, what do you think?
You dressed up nicely, Gia. That's that's a nice dress.
Yes, that should do. Good work on my part, if I do say so myself.
I think we know why we need a disguise, but sure. None of these will progress the scene, so ask Sophie why I need a disguise.
Why do I need a disguise?
Marm has pulled out all the stops for tonight's little soiree. Which means we need you to look presentable. Goodness, girl, what did you do to your hair?
I washed it.
Cute. Let's run a brush through it and touch up your makeup. You should dress up your speech a tad, but not too much. Business, my dear. That's the key ingredient to this ratatouille.
Business is part of the life, beloved.
My favorite flavor. Look, is all this cloak and dagger stuff really necessary? All the charm and levity drains out of Sophie's face like water down a storm drain.
You know what you look like right now, Giovanna? You look like a bum from the hole. A smuggler and a criminal.
All I'm saying is...
You're not from this world. I live in it. You want to play cowboy and do it your own way? I wish you luck. You want to get things done? Put on the clothes and plaster a smile across that mug.
Yeah. Ask Sophie about my false credentials.
So what's my cover?
Your nom de guerre for this evening is Miss Fiorella, a young shadowbacker in various unassuming lowers businesses. You're looking to expand your investment portfolio.
Okay.
Won't I stand out?
You're a smaller fish than Mom usually deals with. But she has a soft spot for ladies with an enterprising nature. So remember, tough, but with table manners.
Got it.
Got it.
That was fun. I'm getting into the head of TI, it seems. Or even spookier is the game getting into my head. Ask Sophie how to get the blueprints.
Pat yourself on the back later, Soph. Flossner's definitely showing up, right? Will he have the blueprints with him?
It's a certainty. I requested that he bring them specifically for the purpose of modeling a replica cake of Pandemonium for Mom's birthday. She does love her sweets, the old dear.
That's all well and good, but I'll need to get close to him to nab those blueprints. Otherwise, this is all for nothing.
Relax. It's a cinch. Klossner will be on stage as a part of the docking speeches. He's the one with the round frame cheaters. When he bellies up for his turn, go through his things. As easy as quiche.
Shouldn't that be easy as pie?
I'm showing off tonight, remember? Pie is so common.
But very tasty though, yeah?
Well, ooh la la to you too.
Gia, please don't say that in the party. Ask Sophie what he'll be up to.
Alright, enough horsing around. What are you up to during all this?
Being Marm's shadow. I hope you won't require my assistance, but if the situation grows desperate, I can run interference for you.
Hoping I won't need it. This situation is eggs and coffee. See you there.
Well, let's attend a hoity-toity party.
Party is in full swing. Haves swapping stories about screwing over the have-nots, enjoying success now that they don't have to bruise their own knuckles. Some guy in a penguin suit passes by, so I snatch a flute of bubbly to steal my nerves.
So, what do we have around here? There's Sophie. Gaming table. We can listen in there. There's Kloisner. The guy we're looking for, or rather, the guy carrying the blueprints. Biographer. We can interact with. We can overhear some gossip. Partygoer we can interact with. Killimer's Island, inspect. And there's Marm herself. We can overhear. Okay, let's start with inspecting Killimer's Island.
Not for the first time. I wonder why I'm always making deals with the devil. One devil with many different names and faces, who's sure to catch me one of these days. Not for the first time. I wonder why I'm always making deals with the devil. One devil with many different names and faces, who's sure to catch me one of these days.
Let's not interact with anyone yet. Let's listen in on the gambling table.
Look, I can't help it if I'm on a hot streak, buddy. Don't get sore with me. It's the cards what made a monkey out of you. Look, I can't help it if I'm on a hot streak.
Okay. Another gaming table.
That egghead's a lost cause. I bring him a business proposal, and that crumb treats me like a church lady collecting for war orphans.
Collegiate types, you've got to catch their interest. Some swell hooch, maybe a foreign-made doodad. Plenty of Joes around here lining up to make him dough. He don't care about that.
Boy, I hope I come out ahead tonight. My wife's on me to get a new Aether car, and my girlfriend's got her eyes on a tennis bracelet.
A real swell fellow, aren't you?
All this fancy food at these shindigs gives me indigestion. Give me a brat and a pint of Schwartbier, and I'm a happy man.
Yeah, the simpler things sometimes are the way to go.
That egghead's a lost cause. I bring him a business proposal, and that crumb treats me like a church lady collecting for war orphans.
Okay, so it seems we exhausted that interaction. Biographer. So that's interact. Let's overhear things first. So let's overhear some gossip, eh?
A little bird told me that he saw one of Marm's little helpers gallivanting around town with the comptroller. A married man! Is there no shame anymore? Did you hear the latest about the new picture from the Metropolitans? Such a tragic story. They say his father is a hopeless drunk. I hear several studios in Glenmont are racing to produce a picture about the Days of Blood. I wonder how Vincenzo will react. My husband is traveling to New London in a few weeks looking for new markets and asked me if I wanted to accompany him. Maybe Paris or Berlin, but New London? No, thank you. All that soot. A little bird told me that he saw one of Marm's little helpers gallivanting around town with the comptroller. A married man! Is there no shame anymore? Did you hear the latest about the new picture from the Metro...
Okay. We have a particle. Let's listen in on Marm.
Are you enjoying the music? Wunderbar. They can play anything from Wolle to Toscanini. They're worth every penny. But I get them for free. Their brother owes me. Talent should be recognized, and I know talent, my dear. Forget the critics. Printing molds and convincing reproductions don't create themselves, do they?
Do they?
Ah, my girls, heaven knows I love them like my own daughters. And what kind of mother would I be if I didn't teach them how to get along in this hard world?
Aha, that's why you are pitching them against each other. Yes, very lovingly. You're such a nice little lady, aren't you?
Tell me, my dears, are you enjoying yourselves? Oh, do say that you are. I would not like to think that I left anyone disappointed.
Anyone disappointed?
Tell me, my dears, are you enjoying yourselves?
Okay. Sophie, do you have anything to add now? Or should we even be talking to each other? Well,
If it isn't the redoubtable Miss Fiorella. Hello, darling. Isn't this party wonderful? Shall I set you up with a fresh drink?
Sophie, nice venue. I see our hostess didn't cheap out on the liquor either. A Class A act all around, if it weren't for the other guests.
Yes, business sometimes makes unpleasant bedfellows, doesn't it? At least the men have the good sense not to act ungentlemanly in public. Marm takes a dim view of such behavior.
okay. Let's have some interactions. Biographer interaction.
Pardon me? Oh, pardon me, miss. Do you have a moment for a conversation?
Perhaps.
T.L. Watkins. I write biographies. The Venerable Baron has commissioned a story of her life in honor of the upcoming anniversary. I would love to hear any anecdotes you'd care to share.
Oh god, of course she has. Why wouldn't she? Right, ha ha.
I've heard a few things.
Leave out no detail, however salacious. Just as long as they don't get me killed.
Haha, yes. Ask them if they've heard about Marm's lost love. Ask them if they heard about the general Hackthorn disaster. Ask them if they've heard about Marm's silk wrap. Leave without sharing any stories. Okay. I don't know why we are doing this, but sure. Ask them if they heard about Marm's lost love.
Ever heard about the love of Marm's life? Bet you haven't.
That's a new one. Certainly, Marm has been seen around town with a gent or two, but everyone knows she's never settled down.
He was a poor kid. No one knows what barony he came from. He pulled himself up from nothing, worked his tail off, all to make a home for the two of them.
So what happened next?
That's the tricky part. Some say he was shipped out during the war and died overseas, or he passed from the wasting. Some say he was killed to warn Marm off. Whatever the real story is, they all end the same way. Marm would never love again.
Who knew Marm was capable of such heartrending devotion? What a tragedy. Beautiful in its way. Who wouldn't be moved by such a story?
The second the words escape the author's mouth, I know the answer. Marm wouldn't. She tore her heart in half and learned to do without it.
Ask them if they've heard about the general Hackthorn disaster.
I take it you've already heard of the Hackthorn disaster?
Who hasn't? An entire ferry liner carrying migrants from the burrows into the lowers crashing into an island? Why, Marm herself was on board the General Hackthorn, if memory serves.
I wait for his brain to catch up to his mouth. He already knows everything I could tell him about the subject.
Poor thing. A young Magdalene, emerging from the wreckage, surviving despite the odds, growing up with nothing, finding a way to thrive on the dangerous streets. Truly inspiring.
Ask them if they've heard about Marm's silk wrap.
Did you get a good look at Marm's silk wrap?
Now that you mention it, that's a Juno scarf, isn't it? As exclusive as it gets. Even the well-heeled in the uppers can't get their mitts on one without connections. Are you saying...
Look back in the archives a few years, and you'll find that an Aether freighter carrying Juno's seasonal line was hijacked before Fashion Week. Marm had that nifty piece a few days later.
I see. My, Marm has...
With a sudden thought and a burst of speed, the excited biographer begins to scribble rapidly.
Her shadowy hands looming just over the city, plucking at invisible strings. That's good.
Leave after sharing all you know.
Hope there's something there you can use. If you don't mind, I'm going to see about refreshing this drink.
I can't thank you enough for these leads you provided on Marm's life story.
Don't mention it. Really, don't mention it. I'd like to continue my own life story.
Yeah.
Hold on just a moment. If you like well-written pieces, this is the article that actually attracted Marm's attention.
Take the pamphlet. Refuse the pamphlet. No. Let's take it.
The hack hands me an article printed on high-quality, glossy paper like you'd see in a fancy arts rag. The article paints Marm as a genteel patron of the arts. Convincing, unless you've actually met her. The second half of the article is about pandemonium and its design. A lot of words like incandescent and revolutionary are sprinkled throughout. There's a quote by the man himself about the need to ignore distractions in pursuit of one's art. Classy. Interesting. Thanks.
Did that get added to our inventory? I don't see it in here. Oh, we have another record, it seems, for Cress. Nice. I have no idea when we picked that up, but sure. Let's interact with the party goer over here.
Pardon me, miss. You look like a worldly woman of taste and discrimination. Tell me, do you find yourself more drawn these days to dining out or to taking in a good show?
Sorry, are you asking me out on a date?
Perish the thought! I'm not from the lowers. I was hoping to gain your opinion so I can make an informed decision. I'm looking to make some new investments.
Suggest entertainment, suggest food. What would you be expecting? Entertainment. I think in this setting and these people, food ain't the first thing that comes to mind. They need to be entertained. So being a hoity-toity person ourselves, I think entertainment is what we are looking for. Yes, you can never have too much entertainment in your life, darling.
People can eat at home, but they're starved for entertainment after a long day on the job. Consider investing in funny books, or maybe the pictures.
The pictures? Are you kidding? I'd be ruined. The big publishing houses in the uppers have a deadlock on the comics market, and double goes for the film studios.
Yeah, but those books and flicks don't sell well in the lowers. All those stories are about the idle rich types. Lowers folks don't care about that. They understand back alley deals, crooked cops, trouble in the streets.
Perhaps a shake-up of the norm would open up that market. Thanks, miss. You've given me a lot to think about.
That's not where the conversation was heading toward. I didn't think the conversation would head towards that. Yeah, but whatever. It worked out fine. Do we have something more?
And of course, I replied to Fenchurch, nobody is interested in upper-class gentleman heroes these days. That's old hat. Audiences want a hero who lives halfway in the shadows, cheeks heavy with greasy stubble.
Okay, anything else?
And of course, I replied to Fenchurch.
No. Anything? Nope, nothing more over there.
Tell me, my dears, are you enjoying?
Okay. So, I think it's time then. Wait, yeah. Sophie, anything else?
If it isn't the redoubtable Miss
Sophie?
Yes, but
Nope. Okay. So, it's time, Mr. Cloismer.
Friends and colleagues. Now, to sterile.
Softly, I approach Anton Klossner, the architect of Pandemonium. Like any good man tinkerer, he can't help but toy with his speech until the very end, so he doesn't notice me.
Criminal hooligans and grubby investors. I do hope you're enjoying yourselves at my employer's expense. That would be fun, but no.
Near his feet, I notice a worn but expensive buffalo leather satchel, just about the right size for a set of blueprints. But now's not the time to make my play.
Keep wandering around? No, we don't have anything else to interact with, so... Oh, wait, there might be. No, I was mistaken.
Friends and colleagues.
Softly.
Criminal hooligan.
Near his feet, I notice a worn
take
but
a seat.
I just take my seat when Marm and her entourage step out in front of a waiting audience.
Good evening, my friends. I've enjoyed a fine life in the greatest city in the world. I enjoy the rule of more than 100 islands. But I've always had a special spot in my heart for Klein Deutschland.
Yeah, I'm sure you do.
In those days, my youth was my armor. I took a pack of girls from my orphanage, and together we formed what would one day become my beloved dolls. The Mädchen would never be hungry again. In the course of my business, I have made firm friends with people of all walks of life. Let's all give a hand to one of those friends, Mr. Killmeyer, honorary citizen of the barony.
The crowd's attention moves to Killmeyer, who is sprawled out over a couch in one corner of the audience. He raises his champagne flute sourly, knowing the light won't move until he responds. For a heartbeat, Killmeyer and I make eye contact. Should I play it smooth, or tweak his nose to remind him of our deal?
Throw him a quick signal. Toss him a saucy wink. Keep a poker face. No, we don't have any contact whatsoever. Keep a poker face.
I roll my neck and shut my eyes like it's the most natural thing in the world. When I open them, Killmeyer looks as laconic and ill-tempered as ever.
Now, don't worry yourself, my good friend. You no longer have to forge your path alone. Look!
Surrounded by waves of cheering, I try to keep my mind on the job and on watching Klossner, but I can't help myself. The applause dies down abruptly as everyone follows Marm's eyeline.
Behold, my friends! Behold the future!
I see Killmeyer's island glowing brightly. My stomach drops. The island looms ever larger, coming towards us. Ponderous, inevitable. I want a better look, but it's too far off. One of the guests at my table has a pair of opera glasses hanging halfway out of her purse. They're not much, but they might be enough to give me a clearer look at the approaching island.
Swipe the opera glasses. Phantom check. Turn back to the stage. No. Let's see here. Swipe the opera glasses.
Between the approaching island and Marm's presence, it should be child's play to cover the opera glasses with a napkin and deposit them into my lap without being spotted.
26 HP gained. We succeeded.
I purloin the glasses, smooth as silk, and raise them to my eyes. I get a better look at the shining aura surrounding Killmeyer's island, and curse under my breath. Those repulsors are augmented with red aether. I should tell Nellie right away.
Yep. I thought it was red Aether there. They looked red. They glowed red.
Killmeyer clutches his champagne flute so hard I expect it to shatter like the bits of foundation crumbling loose from the island. A long silence descends, followed by a smattering wave of applause.
Friends, bear witness. We will usher in this marvelous land of tomorrow with the designs of the one and only Anton Klossner, designer of Pandemonium and countless other works.
Klossner stands halfway up from his seat, his forehead dripping with sweat, thick and pungent with fear. He favors the crowd with an airy wave, but he walks like a man about to face a firing squad.
Yes, thank you, Marm. We plan to remake Kleindeutschland with new marvels, in the spirit of our previous works.
Klossner seems drunk on his own brilliance. The applause dies down. Carefully, I circle around to where he was sitting. All eyes are glued to either the stage or the new Dreamland annex. I sidle over to the architect's abandoned bag and dive inside with both hands and sift through loose papers, pens, small bottles, but there are no blueprints in the bag. None at all.
Look harder. Stop searching. I think this might get us into trouble, but let's see. Look harder.
Frantically, I dig deeper. I find schematics for some kind of Aether device. I'd need Nellie to make sense of these. There are no plans here, but they have to be here. They have to, or this is all for nothing. I'm starting to panic when a loud whisper startles me in the middle of my search.
Say, what are you up to under the table there, little lady? Did you lose an earring?
I'm going to vomit. I'm airsick. It sounds fishy even to my own ears. Luckily, this stiff's had a few.
Oh my. Just stay there, lady. I'll go find a guy with a bucket or something.
The partygoer scurries off, not wanting his suit ruined. Even so, I've been made. I get up as soon as his back's turned and glide away as inconspicuously as possible.
But, yeah. If he truly is drunk, then it's alright. If he is some sort of information gatherer, we are in a bit of trouble.
Thank you, Anton, for your exciting and thorough presentation. If any of you care to discuss business with Mr. Klossner, do visit him at his table. Otherwise, please enjoy yourselves.
The venue is buffeted with laughter and applause as Mom leaves the stage. The band strikes up again, and soon, adventurous couples begin to dance. I need to find Sophie, now.
Regroup with Sophie. But wait. Okay, let's do that before we interact with the Kessner.
There you are. Did you find the package?
No dice, Soph. No prints. No sign of them anywhere. You swore he would have them. What the hell happened?
Giovanna, I'm telling you. I heard Klossner and Marm talking about the replica cake just before. I know he has them. You must have missed something.
I practically disemboweled that satchel. You said this guy never leaves his house. If we don't get the blueprints tonight, we're sunk. Could he have stashed them somewhere else?
I suppose it's possible, but I can't say for sure. Marm would know, but she's busy being the life of the party.
In that case, we'll have to go to the horse's mouth. Can you get Klossner alone?
I'm supposed to be watching Marm's back, so that's not the right play. Maybe I can set him up. He's the nervous type. Frazzle him and he'll go off by himself somewhere. I'll need your help to make it work. Find me someone I can tear into. I'm going to make a scene so big that Klossner won't be able to handle it.
Ask what Sophie intends to do.
You're not going to fit some poor chump for a Chicago overcoat, are you?
Gia, We might be a lawless bunch up here, but give me a little credit.
Ask Sophie why she doesn't call Klossner away.
Is this really necessary, Soph? Can't you just ask him to meet you somewhere out of the way?
We have the same employer, but he doesn't work for me. If I ask him to meet here, someone will find out and I'll have to answer for it. It wouldn't look right. Trust me, this is the right play.
Ask Sophie about Killmeyer's presence.
While we're at it, what's Killmeyer doing here anyway? I'm surprised he bothered to show, seeing as how Marm cut him off at the knees.
It's tradition to keep the old Baron around when someone gets annexed. Trust me, even if Killmeyer hates Marm like poison, he'll want to stay on her good side. Still, you wouldn't be a good pick for our little plan. Marm's watching him like a hawk to see if he falls out of line, which, let's face it, he probably will. Besides, he has a reputation as lousy company.
Okay, you've convinced me. Who's our pigeon?
Find someone whose inconvenience won't keep you up at night. Look around. It won't take long to find someone obnoxious or gauche or about to step into trouble with Marm.
The biographer. I think, yeah.
Yes. Papa's gonna buy a new pair of alligator shoes. Why don't you just save time and hand your money over now, you crumb bums?
Okay, I didn't think this would lead to an interaction. I just clicked to see if we would overhear something else, but okay. So we are interacting with this gambling table right now then.
I roll the sweet champagne over my taste buds as the loudmouth uses both hands to gather the pot. The dealer pauses before dealing again. The loudmouth wins again, with less grace than before.
Look for tricks. This is a grease monkey check. A low one or medium. Let's try it. Oh no, hell no.
I stare at the player's hands and wait.
Critical
In the blink
failure.
of an eye, I see a card appear in his hand. I didn't catch his move. I lean in a little closer to see if I can spot the gag.
Hey, bug off, lady. You trying to sneak a peek at my cards? Where's the pit boss?
Damn it, our heat increased.
The cheater knew I was on to him and beat me to the punch. I see eyes around the table turn hostile. I can't do any good here, so I slink off before any security goons show their faces.
I think that was because we got the critical failure there. Thank you, game.
So, how did your pitch go? Did Klossner bite?
He listened just long enough to laugh in my face once he found out who I'm working for. The bastard! My boss is gonna have my head if I can't get Klossner on the payroll.
This looks like the door to the stock room at the back of the bar. There's almost certainly heavy foot traffic from the staff. So if I want a drink on the house, I suppose I'll have to get creative.
Okay. Knock knock. Phantom check. We are rolling very, very low right now. 21 XP gained, we succeeded.
I snatch a half-empty bottle of an aggressively mid-shelf wine from the nearest empty table and strut up to the door with all the swagger of a peacock on parade. The barback answers the door, squinting at me with annoyance. Guess he's not used to dealing directly with customers, which makes this the perfect time to lean on him.
What the hell is this? Do you really think the Duke is going to drink this swill?
The Duke?
The Duke of Old York is on this cruise. We ordered top shelf, and if this is it, you can bet his lordship won't be booking with you the next time he crosses the pond.
The barback ruffles his hair nervously, shuffling through a few bottles before emerging with an elegant black bottle covered at the top with burnished gold foil, hugging the neck like a tuxedo collar.
Here, on the house. Please convey our apologies to his lordship.
Oh, we will. What did we get? Champagne bottle worth $35. Nice catch.
So, how did your pitch go?
You listened just long enough.
Sure, we could have thrown this guy under the bus, but we failed spectacularly at checking him.
At the bar, I spy a well-dressed boar waving around a hefty bottle of booze. He's red in the face and 3 sheets to the wind, and trying to make time with a powerfully uninterested young lady.
Go on, doll face. This is Primo Giggle Juice. It's my pleasure. Enjoy it. Think of me when you take a snort.
That's very generous of you. But I had another drink in mind. Have a nice night, okay?
Oh, come on. This isn't just regular old liquor store brandy, see? They just don't make a batch of this once every 10, 15 years. What do you say?
Oh, look. She looks like someone who knows from good booze. Say, what do you like?
Tell them it's something non-alcoholic. Tell them it's whiskey. Tell them it's the pricey stuff or nothing. No, let's be interesting this time around, okay? So let's tell them it's whiskey.
I like a nice snort of Hendrick's Select myself.
Cheap whiskey? Forget I asked.
Baby, you're far too good for bathtub swill like Hendrix. How about we try out a little of this splendid stuff?
You know what? I'm still not sure what I want to order. Actually, it's getting late. I'm not in the mood for a nightcap. Take care.
Wait a minute, come back. I was just saying. Now, why'd you have to go and do that? I'm telling you, she was just about to crack.
Right. Sophie was right. It didn't take me long at all to find someone I could hang out to dry without feeling a bit bad about it. I leg it before I start to look good to this creep.
Mm-hmm. And we saved that girl from some trouble. Yeah? Nice. Why are we able to... Oh yeah. We will save Kessner for last.
And of course, I replied to Fench.
Okay, nothing else there.
A group of ladies speak in loud whispers about all the goings-on. I peg them as a gaggle of gossips, trading information to get ahead, to get out from behind, or just for the fun of it.
And if that was his wife, I've got a bridge to sell you. Excuse me, do I know you?
I'm Fiorella. Sorry, I wasn't aware this was a private table.
Very funny. But unless you've got something juicy to share, you might want to move along. This seat's for talkers.
Mm-hmm. So this is a gumshoe check. So everything is... Every one of these... I don't know we want to tell them about Red Aether. That might get us into trouble. Let's talk about fashion and try this gumshoe out and hopefully get some XP.
You want a little ammunition? I can pick out anyone here wearing a cheap knockoff from 100 paces.
Nice. We gained 21 XP.
100 paces? How rugged. Well, let's see it.
Back before everything went to hell, Needles and I used to spend our time in the Raymond district pointing out counterfeit duds. That ought to impress these sharp-toothed witches. See the redhead with the gent in the marigold cravat? That gown's a copy of a Benar original. The buttons in the back? Glass. The real deals are mother of pearl.
Seems like Lady Osmond's sugar daddy must have fallen on hard times. Oh, excellent. Do it again.
Do it again.
Maybe later.
How delightful! Come, sit down, have a drink. We have much to discuss.
Oh, I'm sure.
I clench my jaw and sit through a seemingly endless stream of pap. Who's cheating on their taxes? Who's sleeping with whose husband? After what feels like hours, something interesting crops up.
Marm certainly knows how to throw a first-class shindig. In fact, one wonders how she's able to take care of business and still find time to plan such grand parties year after year.
You might want to keep your voice down.
Will there even be a next year? A little bird told me that Marm had another health scare. Did you see how Miss Sulzer had to help her up the stairs from the stage?
So, have you seen that new Apollo Diamond feature? No? Maybe we should go see it right now. What do you think?
Let's get some information here. Ask about Kloisner.
Say, what did you all think of that speech that Klossner fellow gave? He seems like a fascinating gent.
He might be brilliant, but he's terrible company and has no civility whatsoever. He called my uncle a caveman and told him to go pick fleas off his wife. I practically fainted.
That's really funny. I like this Kloisner guy. He seems fun.
I shouldn't say this, but I saw someone put the frighteners on him earlier. Klossner was trying his luck at blackjack, and a sharp-dressed man approached him. That gas-bag architect turned white as a sheet and as good as ran away to cower behind Mom's entourage. I laughed so hard I nearly started to hiccup.
Oh, you don't say. Ask about scandals at the party.
Just between us, I can see you've got your thumb on the pulse of this party. Anything interesting happen here tonight?
I saw Councilman Jacobs making time with his campaign manager's daughter behind the kitchen. Let's see. What else? Oh, stay away from the poker table with the red and black felt.
Oh? Why is that?
Apparently, a young man at that table has been raking in quite a bit tonight. Mrs. Johnson says he looks just like Tommy Bonneville, a notorious swindler. But I wouldn't know. I don't read crime rags.
Ask about the doughs.
Those doughs are something else, aren't they?
Have you heard the latest dish? Alice is making time with, get this, Apollo Diamond himself. Can you believe it? A screen star paired with a notorious criminal? What is this world coming to?
Think I've raked enough muck for tonight with you lot. Thanks for letting me cool my heels.
Come back when you've got more muck, as you put it. You know, on occasion, these rougher nouveau rich can provide some benefit to society.
Oh, you don't say, do you?
The gossip's indelicate remarks about Marm's health are all the reason I need to point her out to Sophie.
Yeah, but I think we already found our mark. The guy over here. We don't like him. No, sir, we don't. Let's talk to Sophie
So,
then.
Gia, did you find me a fall guy?
Say you found a nuisance. Say you found a malicious gossip. No. No. That guy needs to go. Say you found a nuisance.
Sophie, there's a would-be Don Juan at the bar trying to pick up skirts with a pair of ham fists and a bottle of hooch. Let's ruin his night.
Couldn't happen to a more deserving fellow. Right, I'll get to work on our mark. Why don't you kick back for now? Get a little rest. Take in the shell. Just keep a close eye on Klossner. We don't want to lose track of him.
Sophie turns away, and in a blink, she's checked her hair, touched up her makeup, and adjusted her skirt. I can't tell if she's enjoying herself or just showing off. Maybe both. Sophie approaches the bar and demurely orders a drink, knowing what's to come. Like clockwork, the lecher slides down the bar toward her, clutching a bottle of his special brandy, no doubt describing its quality.
Mm-hmm. And it isn't spiked at all, I'm sure.
In no time at all, his hands have been bound and he is deposited by the goons onto a small platform attached to a pulley, hung high above the yawning abyss.
Attention! Please allow me to introduce tonight's entertainment. This is Craig Vernon. You might recognize him from his expert advice in fine spirits. Say hello, Craig.
Is someone about to walk the plank? Blind Spears approve of this. Aye, let him walk the plank.
Yeah. Hello, everyone. Yeah.
Excellent. Since Mr. Vernon enjoys educating others, he will entertain us with an educational game sure to teach a lesson or two, based on one of Marm's favorites, Russian roulette. The pulley just behind me is paramount to the game. Regard this platform upon which our contestant stands. Regard these two ropes. One rope is unattached, and cutting it will have no effect. The other will release the platform when cut. Here's where you come in, friends. You, the audience, will choose which rope I cut. Left or right. One will ensure our contestant's safety. The other helps our friend enjoy the night air.
Watch Mom's reaction. And that's a near impossible Grease Monkey trick. Get a good look at Sophie. That's an enforced move check. We'll also advance. Sit back and watch. Let's try this enforcer check to see how Sophie is looking. No. Okay, but we have some brass knuckles to re-roll checks, so we will do that. And we failed it again. Another try. There we go. Oh well. 26 XP gain.
I honestly can't tell if Sophie intends to send this poor sucker to their death, or if she's just playing the crowd like a fiddle. I circle around the crowd to watch her face more carefully.
So what will it be, folks? Left or right?
Left. Right.
All of a sudden, I'm glad I didn't pick some random sap for this punishment. One of Marm's goons walks forward and hands Sophie a polished scimitar, its honed edge gleaming in the moonlight. Sophie takes the weapon in her left hand, blade facing towards the night sky. Theatrically, Sophie plucks a single hair from the contestant's head to test the sword's sharpness. Sophie's really playing to the crowd. They're eating it up.
Try to stop the game. No, we could possibly save this dude, but his life, sorry, isn't worth us botching the plan to save this entire, city. So, and I'm not gonna participate here because I don't want to call attention to ourselves. And that's also the reason to not try and stop the game, so we will say nothing.
I don't want anything to do with the blood sport laid out before me. Sophie pivots to the right and slashes through the rope like a knife through cooked pasta. I see the blade part the rope, hear the line giving way. I see the contestant's mouth distend in an expression of utter horror, a blood-curdling scream ripping forth. Sophie's grin is broad enough that I can see every one of her front teeth, shining like cut ice. She's having a great time. The platform plummets. By 10 feet, no more. With a pop and a bounce, the platform springs back up, the contestant sprawled out across its spare surface. Vernon lies upon the platform in an awkward pose, his knees pushed together like he's trying to open a jar with them. As a puddle slowly spreads beneath his prostrate form, I smell the stink of ammonia.
Darling, shh. Relax. We were just having a little fun. Of course we wouldn't ruin such a lovely evening with an execution. Thanks for being such a good sport. Folks, let's give our contestant a great big hand.
Wild cheers deafen me as the crowd voices their approval of the stunt. With surprising care, the audience members take the contestant into their waiting hands. In the meantime, Marm and her escort have made their way to where Sophie still stands by the swinging platform.
Sophie, Sophie, my beautiful, brilliant Haitian. Just look at those smiling faces. Now, let me take care of you for a spell. Clyde, Giuseppe, bring my good girl here a warm drink and a chair.
Thank you, Marm. You know what's best. Like always.
I've just sprawled in my seat with a plate of hors d'oeuvres when I spy Klossner pushing through a crowd of revelers. Now's my chance. I cram a canapé into my mouth and stride across the lawn. Klossner is here, relaxing in a comfy chair. He's writing in a large, leather-covered notebook and humming quietly. He looks almost serene.
I'm sorry to leave you all on a cliffhanger of sorts, but this episode has been going on for well over an hour. So in the next one we will continue trying to get our hands on the blueprint. But yeah, this is has been a fun interaction so far. This is a fun mission. There's a lot going on. So yeah, hope you're having a nice day. Take care of yourselves. Bye bye.